And for the life of me, it won't tell me why. Come on, YouTube. YouTube, don't do me like that. Well, what I'm gonna have to do then, I'm going to have to pull up my own stream here. And I'm gonna have to basically watch my own stream just so I can see the live stream chat. Something that's just ridiculous. Ah, there we go. Okay, now chat is working. I'll take that. Here we go. Beautiful. All right, today we're making a bunch of Resolve memes. I'm gonna go crazy on Instagram. Hey, good to have you in the chat. We are making memes today. So we have a whole bunch of memes. I've pulled them from Instagram. We're gonna resolveify them, or just resolve them. And I'm gonna make a whole bunch of different versions of these, but they're gonna be about Resolve instead. So this is our starting off meme here. So it's hey, why do girls keep leaving me on red, bros game? And then basically this guy ends up talking to like an AI, so it's like a fake dating thing. And instead, I'm gonna switch all this up, so the guy just instead starts talking about DaVinci Resolve. And what we need to do for this is basically create this entire template. So, or we need to create all of these pieces. Guess who got a $500 second monitor? Oh, hell yeah. A second monitor can upgrade your workflow by a lot, depending on what you're doing, that is. So I'm looking at this. What we're going to need the chat. We're going to need the speech bubbles. I'm going to need to find a similar font for this. I'm going to need the color. We're going to have to create profile photos. We're going to need this font as well. We're going to need this. But aside from that, this is like 6-7 different assets. Found it in the storeroom. You can find a lot of really good used stuff online as well. There's one bad thing about it. What's the bad thing? You don't have the wire. Oh, that's okay. You can easily make different wiring for, or not make. You can easily buy wires for stuff. So that's not anything to be discouraged about. I'm gonna need a 1820. Here we go. So I'm gonna need. So what kind of monitor is it? Like a 27-inch? Are we talking like 32, 16? Give me the whole case on your monitor situation. Spare no details. All right, so for this, I'm gonna do something like that. I'm gonna move this out a bit more. Here we go. And I'm just gonna trace around this. I can play some music as well in the meantime. Boom, boom. And this doesn't need to be perfect because it's only going to be on screen for a few seconds. Humans have an incredible... Oh, it's a 27. 27-inch is a good... I don't want to say a good, like, starting size, but 27-inch is the minimum I would go if you're doing anything that is related to color grading. Because it becomes very, very important. This isn't bad. It becomes very, very important when you're doing any kind of color work to be able to see fully exactly what you're doing. And I need that to stay more curved. It's 4K. 4K is good. Do you know if do you know what kind of panel you have? Whether it's like VATN, OLED, IPS. Yeah, I think because you have a micro HDMI and those are pretty rare. You can find them though. Like they might be harder to find, but LED. Well, it can be LED backlit, but like there's different types of panels. So the like 4 basic ones, like the 4 consumer grade panels that you're gonna notice a lot are. Can I rotate this? 1 second. Can I? Let me move this over. The 4 kind of consumer grade panels are VATN, IPS, and OLED. And the way that they work, or the difference between them, is VA has slightly better color quality, but with slower response time. What did I just do? A TN will have a faster response time, but worse color quality. Oh, I need 180. Here we go. What's the other one? VATN IPS is kind of like a best of both worlds situation, and then OLED is really good for color quality, but it's more expensive. That's your kind of catch-22, I guess. And there's also a risk of burn-in. So if you have an OLED monitor, you don't want to leave and then come back. You want to set your sleep timer on your monitor basically to like 5 minutes, if even that. Just got a new monitor. It's 1080p, 200 hertz. Nice. Do you do a lot of gaming? Or are you doing mainly editing and other stuff on it? All right, I'm gonna need, this is background 1. We're gonna switch the color to be like around here. Color for this one, we're gonna use this. Here we go. So now we have our speech editing. Okay. Editing. So you don't need to worry really much about hertz if you're doing editing. Here's our speech bubbles for this, our template here. So we're already right along there. We're already coming along swimmingly. To change the size, literally what we're gonna do is just pull this in, and then make sure that it's level. So if it's something like this, boom, right? Easy peasy. Now it's just a matter of figuring out what we want to have for our speech and then making the other little things. So let's create the background really quick for our chat here. So I'll throw this up into here. So now it's black. Gonna take our background, go here, and actually let me move my camera over here. I feel like this will be a lot better for you guys because you're not worried about me blocking the nodes with my cam. And let me flip this. Let me see. So what's this look like? That should look a little bit better for you guys. Flip horizontal. Aha! You have a whole text messaging template for DaVinci Resolve, dude. That's I'm guessing it's like an iPhone type, right? Because you've got like iPhone, Android, there's Instagram, there's Facebook, there's a whole bunch of different types. A whole bunch of different type of messaging templates, all with their own little kind of UI features, and that is what you want to not be paying attention to, but that's what you need if you want to have that attention to detail. Like we're gonna make the little scroll bar here, even though it's not something that is extremely necessary. So I need to, why is this so small? Oh, it's the rectangle. Huh. All right. Pick screen color, switch this on, because that's not the vibe at all. Let me move this over, and I'm going to size this down. Size doesn't need to be exact because we're not doing anything crazy. And then let me move this over so it's like that. Bring the soft edge up a tiny bit. And now, up here, I'm going to round the corners. Just like that. So now, when I connect our rectangle mask to here, boom, scroll bar. And I can even, like, soften this up a little bit more so it has that screenshot feel, right, on your phone. So it looks like it's got the lower quality. So I can even do the same. What's 0.0023? So I can even do that for this, as opposed to it being, like, completely clean. And that gives it, that helps keep the meme feel on it. There is such a thing as too perfect. You made a deal with your dad? Does it have anything to do with getting a cable for your monitor? That'd be kind of funny. All right, he walks in. Are you winning, son? And you're just like sitting there like, my monitor. I have it, but I need the cable now. All right, we got our 2 speech bubbles. We need a heart icon now. So I'm going to need a B-spline for this. We're going to need another background. Throw the merge over top. Let me switch the music too, so it's a little bit more chill, because damn, it's kind of, let's see. Oh, here we go. This is a little bit better. Now, what kind of deal you make? All right, here we go. And I'm just going to trace around this. Boom, 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 boom. And with the B-spline, whenever you want tight corners, because the B-spline naturally wants to curve, if you want tight corners, you need to make the points closer together. So for something like this, instead of just connecting it, I go like this, and I add an extra point. And then this will work for the scope of what we're doing today. See if I add 2 more points. Boom, much tighter corner. For the color, I just do this. Connect this onto here. And now when I merge this, got a little heart icon. That's slightly lopsided. So let me pull this out. And that's looking a lot better already. We're going to uncheck solid. Bring the border width up along with our softness. And that is looking much better already. Let's see. If you take your mask off at school and attend more stuff, you get a PS5 and you have to eat lunch because you don't, and you have to make a friend, which is basically impossible. All of those sound like doing things that are both like discipline related, and then like you have to do things that you're scared of. So he's offering you kind of milestone. It's like milestone growth. So that's pretty good. I don't know what the mask thing is for. That one does confuse me. Because like people don't wear masks around here. I know people wear masks in China because it's very polluted. The air gets polluted over there. What do we have next to make? Okay, here we go. Making our background, or making like this. Easy. Easy peasy. Just grab an ellipse mask. Put this in the center. Bam. Boom. And then connect that. Background. Pick screen color. Pick screen color is a godsend of a tool. Oh my god, let me tell you. If I didn't have pick screen color and I had to take a screenshot of something, go into a color picker, and then be like, oh yeah, I wonder what color this is. Or I would have to have it do it for me. That would be the end, man. Okay, we have this. Now we're going to get 2 polygon masks. And we're doing this all quick and dirty. If I was going to make a template out of something, then I would probably do it ever so slightly different. But if you're making something that's quick and dirty like this, then like just a ton of backgrounds over merges with with just a bunch of masks will do wonderfully fine, or wonderfully beautifully. You'll be surprised. So we're going to do polygon. We're going to go bang, bang, boom. We're going to copy this, reset it, and bing, bang, boom. Same thing with the soft edge. We're going to pull that up slightly. Uncheck solid, and now when I connect both of these, throw this into here, you're going to notice there's nothing. Oh, you just don't like people? Well, there's good news and there's bad news to that. And the bad news is if you don't like people and you need to make friends, then it might be a little more difficult. But the good news is that there's probably other people who also don't like people. So you can hang with them. Also, to everyone who says, oh, I don't like people, usually they just haven't found someone who's like, you know, chill like that. They haven't found someone who has the same interests, has the same energy. I think this is about good. I think I need to bring my border width down to something like this. Bring the soft edge down. Something like that. Let's see. That's pretty good. Then we need the plus sign. The plus sign is really, really easy. Some people would make a shape for this. For some reason, when I go in front of people, that my mask vision goes blurry, ears ring, and you just can't talk. That will come with practice. If it sounds like just basic, you know, like, hey, I get socially anxious kind of thing, that's just going to come with practice, right? You've got to just got to practice talking to people. And a lot of people will go, well, if I'm anxious about talking to people and I can't talk to people, how do I practice? And it's kind of like jumping into a pool, right? You just gotta do it. And then the sooner that you get over like the shock and you're like, holy crap, that's cold water, then, you know, within 5-10 seconds, you're like, oh, it's, you know, it's not as bad. I can deal with this. And then before you know it, you're swimming, you're doing the backstroke, you're going under the water, right? You're doing a cannonball in, all that good stuff. Like that was a whole thing that, like, was it 2019, 2020, all the, like, the past couple years, a ton of people had issues with, like, socially interacting after that. And all those cities have, like, a ton of people. I mean, I do have a friend, I have you. I mean, like, IRL friends, good? Like, someone that, you know, you could sit across from at a table, you can look them in the eye, shake their hand, all that. Here we go, this is looking pretty good. I just need... What is this? I don't need anything down there. I just need fonts now. Let's create a couple check boxes. And, okay, so here's our heart. Here's our heart. Scent, circle. Yeah, social exercises are... Right, like, it's natural for human beings to be socializing. So, like, difficulty just means that it's kind of like if you try to bench press something and you can't, it means that you just need to do it more, maybe at a slightly, just means you need to do it at like a slightly, what's the word I'm looking for? Lighter weight, right? It's like socialization is just like a muscle in your brain. And so the more that you can exercise it, the better that you get at it. And I need to copy and paste this and move this over. Transform, move that down. Now we have another one. And where is our original? Okay, here's our... we're gonna do our messagee and our messenger. And like streaming might be a good exercise as well. You'll make IRL friends, just no touching, not even hands. Well, yeah, that's fine. So you can be like chatting. You can play like soccer. Like if you do any kind of physical sports, you can do that. All right, now comes the text, and I'm gonna guess this is probably some Arial font or just a bold version, and this is like Open Sans or something. So let's take a look, and I'm just gonna make our size larger. And let's see, Open Sans Light, Open Sans Regular. Let's see what 1003. It's not bad. Like, this is a bit thicker though, is the only thing. It's also blurrier, which we're gonna take care of that. I can blur something. I think this is a blur node. Yeah, you can just blur it a little bit like that. That's not bad. Oh, wait a second. Except I need... Let me merge this over top of here. And see what this looks like real quick. .1003, so I need this like much smaller. Kind of hard to make friends with your reputation. One time a kid was annoying for like an hour, punched him in his nose. Oh my gosh. Well, that's where they say you can't, there's no second chance at a first impression. But you've got to make an effort, right? Let me get rid of our blur here. I'll just turn that right off. And honestly, that kind of fits almost perfect. So let me get rid of this. So that's one font down. And I think it just might be slightly bigger. But yeah, but you just gotta try again, right? Oh, I know what I can do. I can go, I'll do this. Let me change my color to... This is one time we are actually going to copy a color code. Bam. Now it's larger. Easy peasy. Life hacks right here. And then I can pull the soften up a little bit. Now we're looking a lot more convincing. Yeah, making friends is also, it's also a muscle that you'll have to exercise as well, right? It's just like talking to people. So like, let's say someone is playing a game. Let's say they're playing Candy Crush. I'm gonna get real old for a second. Candy Crush, back when Candy Crush was the most popular game on the App Store, or Cut the Rope. People would like, you see someone's playing Candy Crush, you can be like, oh wow, what level are you on? Boom, instant conversation starter. Right, something else you can do. Like, let's say they're wearing like a hat that has like a, some kind of sports team logo. Oh, you like this team? Yeah, I love them. I watch them every night. Blah blah blah. I watch like this podcast that has, that where they they talk about this team. Right now they're talking about whatever team they like. And like you can just listen. It looks like I can pretty much just use the same font, and on this one bring my softness down. Wow, this was a lot easier than I thought, making the fonts for this. Yesterday, 10:03 p.m. Cool. So, next we need a profile photo, which this is going to be slightly different. I need, like, I'm going to go dating profile photo. And I need to find just like a generic photo. Here we go. Generic photo, save image as. I'm going to pull that into our viewer here. If I can get to my downloads. Here we go. Here's our generic dating photo. So here's who we're going to convince that DaVinci Resolve is our new religion. We're starting a cult now, guys. Forget friendship. We're starting a cult. Let's see. Imagine someone comes up, sees the second monitor searched up, Imagine someone comes and sees on your second monitor searched up on Google. I don't know what you're talking about. Like someone sees like you just gave me a great idea for another meme. We're going to do the search history meme. Oh, imagine someone comes and sees like that on the search on my Google dating app photo profile. Okay. That'd actually be kind of funny. Okay, so I need to size this down. Actually, this is perfect how it is, but I need to size it like this, size it down, and it should be, we're going to use this as a reference, it should be like the same size, kind of, and it needs to be adjacent with this, which it basically is, like that. Bam. Away we go. Throw a blur node on there just for good measure, why don't you? Boom. Authenticity 100. If it's a meme on the internet, there are no memes allowed to be 4K on the internet. If you have a 4K meme, get that out of here. I don't want to see any of you posting 4K memes. If it's not 144p, it's not a real meme. Get out of here. Dude, that's like that itself became a meme a while ago. Is like I would start seeing like the best memes, all the best memes are like the worst what's the word I'm looking for, are like the worst quality. Okay, so now that we have basically all of this sorted out, I need to sort these into categories. So we've got profile photo. I'm just gonna put this as like PFP so I can keep track of what the heck I'm doing here. These are together. Wait a second. Oh, that's the plus. Okay, that's the plus. That's fine. These are together. This is... Okay, these are just hearts. Those are good. Memes have to be 360p. Yeah, if your memes aren't 360p, I want that perfect quality. 360p. Back in my day, before we had 720p video, we had CRT TVs, and everything was 360p. I couldn't tell who the news anchor was half the time. I passed him on the street one time, didn't even recognize him. Had to go off the voice. I was like, do you go to the same church as me? And he's like, no, dude, I'm on the news. Nope. Didn't you recognize my face? Nope. It was all 360p back then. Okay, I need a bunch of messaging lines here. Okay. These are my messages. These are my message lines here. Message E. So I'm going to connect this. And can I just move this down straight up? Ooh. Nice. Okay. This will work. 360py. Anime clips. Okay, have you ever seen a really funny meme? Or you ever seen someone, they do like a shit post or something, and it's in super low quality? Or have you noticed that most of the memes that you're gonna find on the internet, whether it's a post like this, or which is like, this is like a funny dating app one, or it's anything else, for some reason, like memes that are high quality are rare. Anything that's like 1080p and above, they're super rare. Like there's no memes that are high quality anymore, and that's almost become part of the culture. Where if your meme isn't like scuffed, like audio is crunched, low quality, then it's like it's not a real meme. It's not good. It's like being low quality is almost a requirement of memes nowadays. And not like, you know, the humor's bad or whatever, but like the meme itself just being like no pixels, no resolution. I want to do something like this, and that's what we're doing today. We're making memes, and they're gonna be low quality, which is why we have like this. I can pull the soft edge down. Oh, it's so clear. It's so crisp. It's so look at these edges compared to these ones. Oh, beautiful edges. But no, the people don't want that. The people don't want that. They want their memes blurry and barely readable. These savages on the internet who are impossible to please savages. All of them, they want their memes super low quality. I need another one of these. So that's the joke. That's the joke, essentially. We're gonna do it like this, and I'm gonna need one more of these. I'm gonna bring this down. I'm gonna have to pull my scent stuff down. Okay, so this is where things start getting to be more important. You can see we have a ton of nodes, and this is just a super simple thing, right? Here's our outlines for everything. We're being very scuffed in the way we're doing about this because we're going for speed. This isn't going to be a preset yet. This isn't going to be anything super high quality yet. It's meant to be a meme. And so, because I have, right, this, a scent circle, and I want all of this as one asset. I'm going to disconnect it. Boop. And I'm adding another merge node. I should have named the title for this stream. How many merge nodes can one man put on a single in a single fusion composition? That's what I should have named it. Okay. Now it's visible, and the reason we're doing this is so that I can move it a whole bunch. That's exactly what we need. All right, let's move this down. And I'm going to make a group out of this with Control G, and we're going to name it Sent. There we go. So now I can make copies of this, and I can put them all over the place. So I need these moved down. So we're going to put like the sent circle here. And this is my third message, so this is moving down. You should make a meme if someone asks a genie for criminals to disappear, but the genie says, "Wish granted, all criminals are now invisible." That would be horrible. That would be the end of society as we know it. I'm gonna move this down a little bit more. I can see, so these are all meant to be like Adobe versus Resolve memes, or just like, you know, Adobe meme, Resolve meme, or Adobe versus Resolve. All of these are going up. They're going up on the good old Instagram. And so I need, okay, so there's hearts beside these ones. That's the whole deal. So I'm going to copy this. I'm going to paste it in because it's not really big enough to warrant much of a shift, much of a change. Throw a heart there. We're already looking pretty good in comparison to this one. Oh, we need our profile photo as well. We're going to need that. So we take our profile photo. And realistically, I could be using duplicate nodes for a lot of this stuff. Back in 2min. Okay. I could be using duplicate nodes for a lot of this stuff. But I'm not. And that's because we're just trying to do this super, super fast. Quick and dirty. Just like good old-fashioned meme. Quick and dirty. No need for 1080p. Just like this. Like, look at that. Oh, I need the sent text. Here, we've got heart, we have sent. We need a copy of our text, and we need it to be this one, which, let's take a look, 1003. Yeah, so we need this. We're going to throw it up on here. Here we go. And sent. And that's all that's going to be on it. I'm going to drag this over to here, and it needs to be pretty much like this. That's good. All right, we have our profile photos. We have timestamps. We're gonna move this one up so I can throw another timestamp down here because we're going for authenticity, right? So what I want to do, because I want these two pieces of text to move together, we're going to get another background connected into there, because you can't have a foreground without a background. Kind of like you can have ground but no you. Like, but you can't just be floating in space. So the transform node, and see, now I can move this together. And here's our message text. It's going to be like right here. We need our heart, second heart. That's getting moved up as well, right into the middle. And here's our profile photo. Boom, throw that up on there. Then I'm going to copy all of this. I'm going to paste it down here, and we're just going to merge. We're going to merge this right over top. I'm then going to take my transform and move this down here. Then we can take our text. We can put like, we'll do 12. Oh, no, wait, not 1203. We'll do like 12:27 p.m. Everyone knows that's the perfect time to do literally anything. 12:27 p.m. And I'm going to need to... Okay, it looks like everything actually moves in together. So everything gets oriented around a specific point, meaning that this is going to move in a little bit, and this is going to move in a little bit, and we're going to move this down ever so slightly, and we're going to move this down ever so slightly. It's crazy how much of making stuff in, I guess, in anything, especially if you're making something that isn't supposed to be high quality, like this we can, like, we're literally adding blur to different things. Like, this isn't actually as blurry as it is. We've got extra blur around here, but it's crazy how so much of making something look authentic is adding in blurriness, adding in imperfections, right? Making it look, 720p or anything below 720p instead of, looking 4K. It's ridiculous. All right, we have our profile photos here. That all looks good and fine. All that's left is to add the text, and we're going to need to change the size of this based off of what kind of text we have, or like what we're actually putting. So we're going to grab a text plus. I'm going to throw this on top of here, and this looks more or less like the same text here. You're back. Good to have you back. Good. And so we're gonna basically do the same thing. We can just go, but remember, we're switching it to make it resolve, so it's gonna be something funny. First thing I need to do is make sure that the text is what's the word I'm looking for? The text looks similar, so we need to actually match what we're seeing on screen so that we can make sure that it's proper. Inspired it. What inspired it, man? All right, so this needs to be much smaller and also move up a whole bunch. We're gonna bring this down to like a 0.3, maybe 0.4. We could do that. And something else, you forgot to make it 360p. We're working on it. We're working on it. Don't worry. We're gonna make it 360p. But we need to, you need to make something good quality before you can make it bad quality. It's a lot easier to make something good quality and then make it bad, as opposed to making something that's bad quality and then trying to like upscale it. Okay, so, this actually looks, oh, you know what? You can see the difference in the E's. The E's are different. What if we do semi-bold? Nope. I wonder if it's Arial. I think Arial font is actually closer to this than normal. The question mark is a bit squished down. I can actually change this just a little bit. We can go to our size and bring the Y down slightly to squish things. Your network will make it bad quality. F in the chat for here. Here we go. F in the chat for goods internet quality. Okay, then let's see. So there's regular. This doesn't look like regular, honestly. It looks like... Oh, you know what? Here's what's making a difference. Text color. And then I'm going to add some softness. Here we go. I might actually have to make this a little bit smaller so it fits. So it fits the look we're going for. And bring this down. God, need your help with an effect. Can't find tutorial anywhere. Tell me a little bit more about it. If it's the one you sent me in the chat, in the server, then I'm still going through it. I already have an idea. I can already see in my brain how that one's made. I just have not had the time to go through it. So there's our first bit of text. It actually does look like it will need to be slightly larger. Oops. I don't want that. Let's move this over just like that. Yeah, but do you know what it's called? I do not question what something is called. I only question if I can make it. Or not even if I can make it, what it will take to make it, that's all. Okay, we are officially in the end game of making this. We have every asset made, and if anyone ever tells you, oh man, Fusion is so complicated, just look at all these nodes. You guys watched me make this. This is literally, it's a whole bunch of masks thrown over top of each other. So, like, Fusion's easy. It's just about understanding that, hey, you know, I plug some information into something else, and this thing can now influence this other information. That's all Fusion is. I guess now we need to figure out what we actually want. I will not question what it is called. I will question if I can make it. And at that point, honestly, it's not even if I can make it, because I know if I can see it, or if I can understand it, I can make it. Okay, we need just a whole bunch of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I need 4, 5, 6. Here we go. Connect these all to each other. Kablamo. Where's my media out? Here we go. Connect this in. Now I'm just going to leave the media out up. And I'm going to move all the bits of text over into their places. And then I can change what the text says as I go. So when's your interview of DaVinci Resolve? Like a podcast? We could do a Resolve podcast. That would be a ton of fun. And we're going to put like message 1, message 2, message 3. Oops. I don't want to open the Resolve help menu. Fun fact, if you hit F1 when you're on any node, you're going to accidentally open the DaVinci Resolve site. Where is Lambda Man? Lambda Man is probably out and about on an adventure. Actually, Lambda tunes into the gaming streams, which are on the other channel. Lambda does not much tune in for these streams. Lambda actually switched over to Resolve a while ago. Let's see. So now we got to come up with either a joke for Adobe. Oh, we also need some top text up here. 1 second. You ever seen the meme where it's literally the meme is a meme template, and it's like top text, bottom text, and then it'll just be a picture of a fish or something, or like a gif of a fish floating. Those ones they make me chuckle for no reason. Okay, so I need this. This looks like it's bold. So I'm gonna do this. Bump the size up. Yoink it up here. Pull the size down a little bit. And bro. Leaving me on red. Now, obviously, this needs to be sized down now. So we're going to throw it there. I think I can move this whole thing down. Actually, no, that's about right. Why is this telling me it's to size when it's not? Is that literally, it's just having trouble fitting it. That's funny. Let's compare them. Let's do a little side by side. So this I need to move up a little bit. So that I got space down here. Here we go, something like that. Bros game. Then I can bring my line spacing in just a tad. Whip that up here, and then for the actual background, which is here, I'm gonna do this. Go bam, and pull this out. Pull it down to like here. I can pull it in. Pull this in a little bit more. And then now if we go to our media out. Oh, you know what? Here, I'll throw all of this down on here so you can see what it looks like with a black background. Here we go. So basically, we have like a one-to-one recreation. Here you go, except this one, this is a little bit smaller, so we might actually take that into account. Pull that down a little bit. Okay, now it's just about the text, and honestly, let me take a little inspiration from here. Okay, let's get rid of this. What inspired it? It's let's see, we'll do like it's from a software I like to use, and then here we go. And then no punctuation. And let's throw this in here just always. Always thought it was funny, haha. There you go, the Derek Revolution. That's because we just copied the text, and so now we're making adjustments to it. Let's see. Actually, you know what? The text does look a little bit larger, so let's make this out to be like a 0.04, whatever that is. Throw all these in here, and I could be doing this with instanced text. But because, again, we're not going for anything clean, we're just going for something fast, right? That's all we're doing. We can be kind of quick and dirty with this. Sounds like you have a good taste in, and then we'll put hobbies down here. Hobbies. What do you like to do? Oh, that's do. What do you like to do? And then I will need to move this over just a tad. And then we're gonna go. We're gonna do like, have you ever heard of DaVinci Resolve. This is where it gets comical. And then honestly, we might not even... Actually, no, we'll do this. We're just going to put the 3 dots. And so now I need to format all this in. So, because you can notice, so all the messages on the left side are formatted to the left side. Everything on the right is formatted to the right. So we're going to do this. We're going to do this. That can stay. And now it's all about, hey, Spamton, how you doing? Now it's all about bringing it in. Oh shit, we've left a point out here. Here we go. It's all about bringing it in. And honestly, I can probably just get rid of those 2 points. Pull that in so it's like that. And then where's our last text? Here we go. We'll just make the size larger on this for emphasis. And here's... Where is it? Where is it? Here we go. And I can bring the top down a little bit on this. There we go, because we don't need it as large. I can bring this in. Kablam. So Spamton today, government spies. No. Every man has had that reply from a woman. The ... The government spies. The government is in your Tinder profile. Here we go. So Spamton, we're making DaVinci Resolve memes today. The goal is to make as many memes as we can, not on any restricted time frame, but just before I decide to end the stream. So, let me pull this up a little bit. And now, where's my mask for everything? God dang it, where are you? Here you go. Here you are. So. Boom. Here's our meme. Bro, why do girls keep leaving me on red, bros game? Kablamo. We need to move the today thing up ever so slightly. So where's our other text? I think this is it. Yeah, we're gonna move this up a little bit. And so here's our first meme. The rest of them will probably not be this difficult. Make a reply a month later. No, not even. There's no reply. There's no reply to that one. So this needs to be, this goes into the media out. Here we go. So then I can go to here, grab still, boom. Now we have our very first meme. Label that green because it's done. And now... Boom. Gone. All of it. It's okay, we have a copy. And this is... Okay, I don't need this. But this is what we're using as kind of a template to see what we need to work around. So at the end, I can kind of see, okay, is there anything that's going to be obscuring it? Make a reply. Bad quality. Thank you for reminding me. I will check on it. I'll check on it afterward, but we have what we need so far. So we bring in the next meme. Where is it? Where's one that we can make relatively fast? Oh, this one. Here we go. This one's a fun one. Let's go audio, copy this meme. Bring this up to here. And it's just that's the whole meme. So this is actually really easy for us to do. I actually just need to find the whatever template this is built on. And I think this is what's the guy's name? I forget what the actual guy's name is. It's like it's a DC character. God, do I have a wife? I do not have a wife. I could have a wife, perhaps one day. Let's see. It depends if she's an Adobe user or a Resolve user. That's the main thing. Oh, what is this? It's like DC character meme. I'm just gonna type that in and see what I get. Or you know what? Moonlight. That's not Moonlight or Moon Knight. It's there's in the Black Adam movie. Which superheroes and villains are in Black Adam? Dr. Fate. That's who it is. I think. Dr. Fate meme. Yeah, found it. Okay. That's a meme, or that's an ad. I do not want that. Okay, so we are going to paste the link into there. Our YouTube to MP4 converter, and that's what we're using. One sec. Respectable. The video quality is 360p on this download, which means it's actually perfect. Download the MP4. We are downloading. We're in the process. We're making memes for all of the video editors out there. There's not nearly enough video editing memes, unfortunately, and that's just, we can't have that. A world without video editing memes is a world without love, a world without hope, a world without a brighter future. Okay, so boom, we have it, and it's 612 by 360. Oh my god. Good, you asked for low quality. I'm about to give it to you. Ready? Here we go. So take the audio from here instead. And we're gonna size, we'll keep ours sized up just a bit. Maybe like that. Boom! And that is damn loud for me. Holy crap. Alright, and need a text plus here. Text plus, throw that over top. Boom. Throw some text in here just so that I can see how big it is. Let's see, are we using semi-bold for this? I think we're going to use semi-bold. And then we need a line. We need a line for Adobe users. Or we need a part A and a part B to the meme. That's what we need. Oh, here we go. When Adobe users complain about price. And then I'm just going to size this down. Oops. Here we go. Me when... Should I put I hear? Me when I hear Adobe users complain about price, or me when Adobe users complain about price? I think we can just do that. And we'll put the POV. So not all the memes need to take an hour to build. And then we are literally just going to take this, merge it over top again, pull this down, pause, get rid of this. So I need on like the exact frame, basically. Oops. So right here is what we're going for. We're gonna go send back one keyframe. We're gonna go DaVinci, and then we're gonna go resolve is free. But I need this to have a shadow and an outline properly. So that it's visible. And we're going to do the same thing with the actual text outline, because I don't want it to be crazy. Yeah, there we go. So that's relatively easy to see. I can actually size this up too. So I can go DaVinci, and I can make it bold. Make it super bold, extra bold, italic. We'll just do bold. And maybe change the font. Nah. Okay, DaVinci, and then DaVinci. Boom. And we'll go put a frame here. Nothing. And we'll go forward a couple frames. Go like this. Resolve is and then boom. And then I need to actually play this back. Something like this. So I might also soften out the... I think we're going to soften out the background shadow. I think we'll do this. This is... There we go. So let's see what we've got. Come on, why are you skipping on me? Okay. I like that. All right. And I'm going to do size. Oh, no, wait. We're not going to do that. We're going to go... just like that. 0.5. That's pretty good. I think I need it like right here. There we go. So actually no. Let's not do that. think right here might actually be the best spot for it. And then get rid of that. DaVinci Resolve is... Let's see. Never mind, I liked how it was before. So if I throw this into just my media out... I hope this isn't too loud for you guys. Oh, and I guess I'm going to need the actual audio from this. Yeah, that is way too... Well, how loud is that for you guys? That's okay. Okay. Now, why is this playing back at 24 times speed? What is this? Length, channels. Can you tell me the frame rate? Frame rate is 30 per second. That's why. I need this. What, to increase at like a 0.6 louder? Oh, you need it louder? Well, that's because I've just turned the system, I keep the system audio down so you guys can hear. Or you know what I can do? Close this. Playback frame rate, so maybe it'll... Yeah, that's... Okay, so difference there is now the audio is also moving faster. So let's go into here. And we'll go a time speed. Where is my time speed? Here we go. And if I want to increase, make my ears bleed, he says. I cannot do that. Well, I could do that good, but that would not be very good. If I'm going to do, let's see, 30 divided, so I need this to be 125. I need this to be 1.25. So now, so I need this right here is where I need the free to actually pop on the screen. Okay, and so because that's, okay, so I need this slightly, I need it slightly later, so I'm going to go like, let's see. One, two, three. And that should be good. Is so let's take a look now, see what this looks like. Oops. Yeah, that's it. And that's the whole meme right there. So we're gonna make a copy of this because you always want to make copies of things that you have just in case. You never know when something might decide to just stop working for no reason. Oh, And I'm going to only play this to here. I'm actually going to bring my audio down slightly. All right, time to render this out, and we're gonna go MP4, we're gonna go H.265, we're gonna go NVIDIA. I'm gonna leave everything how it is, because again, we're not super concerned with quality, we just want a good format. And we're gonna go Dr. Fate, DaVinci Resolve is free. And we're going to throw this onto downloads. Add to, actually, no, wait, we're not going to add to render queue yet because I need to set my in and out points. There we go. Render. Should take like a second. Bam. There we go. So now if I hit play on this, right? Wait a second. No, this is the template. Here we go. There we go. There's going to be a slight bit of lag because for some reason, Windows Movie Player, and I've noticed this for a long time, Windows Movie Player has had, for some reason, like either an audio or a video lag for absolutely no reason. For like half a second. It is the most annoying thing in the world. And it's there for no reason. Like, I cannot get it to fix itself. It's been an ongoing battle. I need to go to here, and I need to send this to myself. Oh, we also need to go into here, and I need to export. I need to export this meme, the first one we made, to myself. So, boom, we can do that. So now we can use like some meme-y type music. What are my specs? My specs are not the normal consumer specs, I would say. I started off back in 2020 when I first started doing like Resolve stuff. I started with a i7, I want to say 7900K or 9700K, either one. I think it was a 7900K. And I had a 2060, not a 2060 Super, but I had a 2060. And that was like, that was the computer for me. I was like, oh man, like this can do so much. Then I started doing things in Fusion after a year, and I went, oh no, my computer doesn't work anymore. And yeah, that was pretty much the end of that. I need to mark off that I have finished these memes, or that they've been done, so that I don't accidentally try to make them again on stream. So we've done that one, and then I need copy this meme. Here we go. Boom. So now we have two memes. I need music though. I need music for this one. And which one was this? Okay, I can just take the music from, where's my references? I can take the music. You're going to sleep? All right, good. Good to have you in for another stream, in for another meme. Here we go. AI meme.mp4. And actually, let me see what the length on that was. It's about this. Here we go. And so we're just going to do the same thing that this one does, which is pull our handle up to about here. And I'm actually going to do this and soften that audio up a bit. And there we go. We've got DaVinci Resolve, and then keep leaving me on red. And we need to set our in and out point. Set our in-out range. There's our out range. Add to render queue. Boom. All right. There is number 2. Medium number 2. Bam. Which one? Maybe we'll do one more. And then we'll call it there. So let's see what else we have that we can do. Oh, there's this one. This one's great. So this is a CS:GO meme because I've got a couple buddies who play CS, and it's this one has so much truth in it. And it's just the high rank player showing the low rank player, like, here you go, buddy. And then it's just hell on Earth. So I'm gonna need Monsters Inc. meme returning home, I think. Let's see, Monsters Inc. goodbye meme. Let's try goodbye. Oh no, wait, green screen. I think that's what we need. Let's see. Because there's got to be... Oh, here we go. Found it. Got it. What am I hearing? Oh. I'm like, why am I hearing this? Okay, well, I wanted it to be longer than that, so maybe we keep looking. This is the same one. There's the lizard meme, but I don't think that's what we need. All right, we can make do with this one. And this one should be relatively simple to make as well. Let's throw the music back on. Here we go, convert to MP4. Again, it is 360p. The lowest quality memes you can muster. 360p. Brother man. Here we go. Download. That is now in our downloads. We're gonna pull this up onto here. And I think literally what I can do is probably take this. And then I'm gonna need like the last yeah, and then I need this part. So let's see. It's gotta be here. Monsters Inc. Let's just try green screen. And let's Let's see if we can get that. This is the same one. Monsters Inc. door green screen, maybe. Let's try Monsters Inc. door green screen and see if that works. Come on. Oh? No, that's door opening green screen. I don't want that. I want the actual... Come on. It's gotta be somewhere. Come on. If it's not... If it's not somewhere. Somebody has it. Somebody has it somewhere. We might have to just make do. Or you know what? Monsters Inc. door scene. We might have to cobble together. Door goodbye scene. We might have to just cobble together two pieces. Where we cobble together a piece of the actual scene along with... Let's see. Yeah, so we'll cobble together a piece of the actual scene with our green screen version. And that is how we're going to make this work properly together. So we're going to have two pieces of media inside of our Fusion page. And that's what we're going to be working with. Okay, download. We're going to let that load up. In the meantime... All right, this is what we're working with. I'm gonna need just a clean slate of the Fusion page. So I'm gonna do this, and I'm just gonna take a screenshot and then save that into my screenshots, and that's what we'll use as our green screen. So we have our actual media in. Let's go to audio, video playback, and I think this is good. Actually, you know what? I'll take this piece of media. Bring it over here. Blah, 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 blah. And... Wait a second. Oh, was this from earlier on? It might have been from earlier on... in the movie. Oh wait, never mind. Here it is. Found it. We've got it. Bam. Only thing is, it's not green screened out, meaning I'm gonna have to green screen it out. I'm gonna have to magic mask the hell out of this. I can go into the color page and do this. So I only need him and the door. I don't need anything else. So that's what we'll do, is let me pull this back, put some dots for the door, a couple dots for him. We're going to potentially crash resolve, as we always do whenever we use Magic Mask. We're going to wait for it to load, because it's going to crash again. Then we get all our dots. You know, hit Alt. Boom, boom, boom. Add a couple more dots. And then I'll add a dot onto his horn. Now let's track and see how good a track this gives us. I may just have to custom mask it, or like do a rough mask. Let's throw an alpha output on this so we can see what we're working with. Wow. Maybe we do this with better. And try tracking it again. And we don't want the wall. We don't want the wall in there, so let's get rid of that. But keep the door. Geez, Resolve is intuitive, man. It knows. Resolve knows. Here we go. So track forward, track backwards. And for that one frame, it puts the door on. And I wait for a couple frames, it has the door on. We do this. No door for you. Keep the door there. What's this look like? Okay, yeah, that's good. I can actually delete this point. Oh. Or can I double? Okay, I can just middle mouse on that. Let's do this. There we go. Oh, I may have just screwed myself here, actually. Here we go. So let's track this again. And we may just have to deal with this. Which again, it's like a very basic meme. So I'm not too broken up about it. That'll work. Let's render it out. GoPro Cineform 16-bit. That's our default rendering space to get a transparent background. Now it's rendered. Boom. Okay. Perfect. So now I can take this and I can cut it. Make this larger. Larger than life, man. Larger than life. And basically it's going to be just like that. So let's do this. And here's what we end up seeing. Here's our green screen. And honestly, I won't even need to go into the Fusion page for this. I can just stay in the color page. And I can mask things out. I can just do that. Add an alpha output. And denoise this a little bit. Clean my blacks. Black clip. Not black clip. Clean black. Oh, and of course, most important thing. Switch this. We need We need our green pulled out a little bit. There you go, so we can accommodate the different parts that we're working with. So I'm gonna add a plus here. Bring our width up. And let's see how this yields. Okay, let's go back a bit. And keep the denoise up a little bit. And the blur, keep the blur radius down. Clean blacks. Bam. Oh, never mind. Holy crap, that did not work how we wanted it. Here we go. All right, perfect. So now's the time we bring in our screenshot of Fusion, of the Fusion page. This is like perfect. Dude. This is making me crack up. Yeah, opens it up. And he's showing bro the Fusion page. Yeah. And now we just grab some text and we throw it over top. Bum 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 bum. All right, and for reference, let's see where our text was. Our text was up here. We're gonna need this bold. Here we go. Me showing my friend Fusion, and then he will never be happy again. So now we're going to go into our shading. We are going to add... Actually, you know what? We're not going to add an outline for this. We are going to throw a drop shadow on here. Bring this down. Keep the opacity. Let's bring this up to like a slight gray. A bit more red in there. And then we can add on this happy text as well. I don't see why not. Let's make an adjustment. So we are going to need to bring our tracking in a little bit by the looks of it. And the line spacing, I think the font might actually be something like Arial. If not, we can always just keep it as Open Sans. Right, and then let's get rid of this. And let's pull this back up. And last but not least, I'm going to add a little pizzazz on there with the word happy. We're going to do that by changing this to yellow. And we'll keep the black on there. We are also going to go for a yellowish kind of soft glow. And let's take a quick look at our reference. Okay, so it's a dark. Okay, I see exactly what they did for this. Oh, exactly what he's doing. Here we go. Bring this down. Boom. And I want to bring this down just a little bit. Okay, so I think 0.13 and 0.13. And on the cropping, we'll do that. Move this out. There we go. Okay. So let's pause our music and take a look, see what we have here compared to our reference. This is actually quite good. Okay. For anyone who's ever tried to use Fusion, you know exactly what I'm talking about with this meme. This meme's gonna hit home for you. Okay, let's drag our text out. Make sure everything's ending on the same frame. And we'll add our out point in here. So there we go. And DaVinci Resolve, Fusion. And so for anyone who's just joining the stream now, we are basically in the last couple minutes. We've spent the past couple hours making some really funny Resolve memes. DaVinci Resolve, Fusion. We're gonna put showing my friend. Showing my friend Fusion. You'll be able to see the actual. Oh crap! I just realized. I think we just tried to do the whole timeline. Let me double check that. Okay, no, we're good. You will be able to see these memes up on the social medias linked in description. We're going to be making more as the days go by, and these streams are showing you exactly how they're made, right? So with this one, we actually had to cobble together 2 clips. We used the magic mask to get this one. We found a green screen clip for this one, which was incredibly lucky. And then this was just a screenshot of the Fusion page. But yeah, this concludes our stream for the day. Hope everyone enjoyed. Feel free to ask any questions in the comments below if you want to see something specific about Resolve, if you want to see a video on something that you've been trying to learn but aren't quite getting the hang of, or you're just curious, then let me know. And until then, I will see you guys in the next stream.